I always find it a little unnerving to hear today's rap artists so brazenly describe how they want to put a part of themselves inside another person. God help us all if the subjects discussed today ever decide to do the same.
One day, you wake up and everything's different. You look different, feel different. Inside, something is growing. Yes, your life has been altered forever, and it's because of this week's topic, which is, of course, disconcerting parasites. It's true. Sometimes the discerning consumer wants a little bit more from their parasite. Sometimes they want to have their skin made to crawl metaphorically, as well as perhaps literally. Well, my recommendation would be to look into Cordyceps. There are over 400 species of Cordyceps, and they're all devoted to being goddamn freaky. In this sense, they're not unlike Russell Brand. What makes Cordyceps the kind of parasite that can inspire a low-budget horror film is that it doesn't just invade and feed off of the host, it eventually takes the steering wheel. Yes, if you've got Cordyceps, then you'll eventually be struck by a powerful urge to climb to the highest point you can find, so that when the parasite kills you and bursts out of your body to flower, the spores of that flower will then be able to disperse in as wide an area as possible. Another parasite who works the "oh god, why can't I control my own body" angle is Spinocordides talini. Once they get inside your body and reach maturity, you'll feel that leaping into the nearest body of water and drowning is the best lifestyle choice you could make. Once you drown, the adult worm will live and reproduce in the water. Lucky you, the Spinocordides doesn't just take your life, it takes your dignity, as it has a habit of erupting from your backside like living suicide-inducing poo. Fortunately, both Spinocordides talini and Cordyceps are only really a worry if you're an insect. Simothua exigua, on the other hand, is probably used as a boogeyman by fish to discipline their children. You see, this little fella, he doesn't want to take over your brain, no, he just wants to replace a part of you. Slipping in through the gills, Simothua exigua will then latch onto the fish's tongue and leach blood from it for sustenance. Eventually, the tongue will retain so little blood that it will die and be flat out replaced by the parasite. I don't know about you guys, but Simothua exigua got your tongue freaks me out a lot more than a cat. I mean, unless cats did the same thing. Finally, we have something that humans actually have to worry about. Toxoplasma gondii, or as I like to refer to it, the Cat Lady Parasite. Yes, this happy little horror has two stages of life, the first of which, where it reproduces, can only take place within a wild or domestic feline. Eventually, the second stage of the parasite will come out the other end, and this is where it can potentially hop onto a new host, who might do it directly by touching the feces, say when cleaning, or indirectly by eating vegetables that have grown in the earth near where the cat has buried its infected crap. Now, we do know that toxoplasmosis affects the mental behavior of mice and rats by making them attracted to cats instead of being terrified of them. Thus, of course, the cat eats the rodent, and the life cycle of Toxoplasma gondii begins anew. What is mostly speculation at this point is how it affects humans. But you tell me if this doesn't sound like a cat lady. Correlations have been found between humans contracting toxoplasmosis and decreased novelty-seeking behavior, slower reactions, feelings of insecurity, neuroticism, dressing your cats up like the entire cast of Les Miserables, and wearing a bathrobe so encrusted with the owner's bodily secretions that it forms a kind of full-body cast. I might have been paraphrasing a bit there. These are all good options, but I think for any smart shopper who really wants to get ahead of the pack, the best thing to do is to try and make yourself a genetically modified blend of multiple disconcerting parasites. For example, I myself have been whipping up a unique blend that should result in dozens and dozens of cat ladies climbing to the rooftops of their feces-encrusted shanties, where their heads will explode, firing cat lady larvae across the countryside. Never you mind what their tongues will be replaced by.
Say what you will about cat ladies, at least they aren't as bad as elephant men. Or that Komodo dragon hermaphrodite I met the other day. That was confusing.
Another parasite who works the "oh god, why can't I control my own body" angle is Spinocordides talini. Fuck. These are all good options, but I feel the best thing for any smart consumer to do is to try and get yourself a genetically modified fuck-up.